semi-gloomy day today in California. We have a candle burning for you. It's cucumber melon, and we're going to get started with a reading for your soul, something that you need. So this morning I came into the tarot room, and of course there's a list piling up of readings that we need to do. So we will get to no communication today, their deeper feelings. We're also going to clarify the reading that we did yesterday, which is a very rare bonus that we usually don't get. So we're going to get to all of those videos in just a mere moment. We're going to do a reading for your soul starting off on Sunday. I used to call these chicken soup of the souls, but I didn't want to copy the marked brand of the book. So we will just do it for your energy today. You can apply this to love. You can apply it to something coming up in the week too, some advice for you. And I want to introduce a brand new deck. So it's huge. It's as big as the palm here. It is called, and I brought the book too, just in case. I wanted to credit Vicky Iskandar. This is the guidebook, the Chinese 5 Elements Oracle. The 5 elements are all displayed here, maybe even your own Libra, which is air. And then we got, 60 cards from this. It's pretty massive, very, very big deck. And again, it's by Vicky Iskandar. So we're gonna get started with it. It's already saged. I did a lot of saging of cards in the morning because I knew today was gonna be rather heavy. So let's see what advices come out for you with the Chinese 5 Elements Oracle. Is really cool. It's an oracle deck, and we will read the highest advice that comes out for you for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node. What are the things that they most need to hear? What do they need to hear? And we're gonna get popper outers. This one is coming out. We'll get that guy, okay? For love too, could we get a love card, please? For overall health, wealth, and wellness at the top of it. Oh, nice. So we have some kind of rat, the wood rat, okay? That is the one for love. I'll put it face up so I know to read it for a circumstance dealing with your love matters, okay? The card tune number is that number 1. It's the first in the entire tarot deck, or this oracle deck. So we're gonna do that for your love. And let's get an overall deeper message. We will check the bottom of the deck too. All right, overall message is this beautiful one. It says, Fire Dog, redefine your boundaries. Maybe that's what needs to go on, is boundaries definition with this dog here. Beautiful countryside. We're going to read that for your overall. Bottom of the deck for this one is a little white sheep. It says metal sheep, foresight, and careful planning. Nice. We might have to read that out of the book too. It speaks about, I'm picking up premonition in your life, things that you know are coming up, even-handed planning that's coming up too. So look at that. Nice. We have a little bit of earth here. We have fire. You got a wood rat. So let's get started. Okay. Your message here that was not turned over, and this is also just a deeper message for you today in your soul's work. It's 59. It's called the Water Dog. And you know what? I saw this on the pre-shuffle this morning. I was playing around with this tarot deck to learn more about it. And you do have to adjust to a tarot deck before you use it. So it says, play with the waves at this time. Number 59. This is a carefree spirit that's going on with this dog. You could have water in your chart because he's playing there. You could have Pisces, highly ascendant, Cancer. You could have Scorpio somewhere in your big 3. So we're going to read the Water Dog for your advice. 59. Okay. All of them are numbered accordingly, so it makes it quite fast. Good morning too. And we're going to pick up a little bit here in energy. So 59, and I'm going to hold it up for your advice. Okay. This is a message for you this morning. Play with the waves. The Water Dog pillar, the yang water's oceanic force over the dog's insurmountable yang earth, seems ominous at first. Imagine tidal waves pouring over a mountain, but firm, faithful earth element conquers water at all times, the element associated with your fears. The waves have no chance of beating the mountain that has stood for it for all eternity. The intuitive dog here knows when to jump into the water with glee and play with the waves. Our fears may overwhelm us at times, but they can be contained with positive thinking. I love that. Go back to positive thinking. Recall your power back to is something that I hear here. The playful essence of a Libra. Okay, all of us are Libra somewhere in our chart on the channel. We have waves of fun. Sometimes we sink down and we also get swallowed by the waves and get eaten up by that. But here in California, there's a lot of surfers. In the summertime, you can go to Malibu Beach, Venice Beach, and there's a lot of this playful activity in the summer. So it reminds me of past ones that I've actually witnessed as a person out here, and it's time for you to play in those waters. Not so much get swallowed by them too. There's people in our lives that could take precedence over us. There's bosses that might demand our time. There's also, we have children, so sometimes we have to play along with life's chaos. And it just says here, you deserve to let your hair down, play in those waters, adjust to it. Sometimes it's laughing about something that's been rather depressing too. So that's the first message with 59. Okay, also it goes to a 14, and that might mean something. You could be born on October 14th. So let's do, this was the message for love, for the overall and general population on LLR today. And he's sauntering through this forest. It looks like an enchanting one because there's lots of light. If you guys have ever seen like Snow White and Cinderella, all the forests look pretty appealing. But what happens in those forests are sometimes really dark. They get their heart broken. Sometimes they bite an apple. And I'm getting that sense here is like, it comes off very friendly in the card, but we don't know what goes on in that forest. Let's look at the wood rat. We have to go to number 1. I love these styles of readings because it's not so much tarot based, and you could fit it more to your life too. Alrighty, so we gotta go to number 1. It's a rat in the woods. So let's see what Ratatouille wants here or what the connection is. Aligned with your purpose at this time. Maybe you've been separated by certain people. Also, you could feel like you're getting prepared for something. Here's the wood rat. As the first pillar in the legendary cycle of the 60 pillars of the Chinese, here it's the Chinese elements. It says it's associated with the element of spring. And this card emphasizes stepping into a path of new growth. You have begun the journey in a sense. You're doing the work and living in alignment with your purpose at this time. The path ahead is clear, and it's time for you to take a step further and deeper in the direction of your dreams. Everything is as it should be, with house and earth in alignment with the wood rat, knowing that you are more than ready for the journey ahead. Your knowledge and skills have kept you far. Keep learning to enrich your resources. I feel like for a lot of you on the channel, you had many seasons of separating from certain people or detaching from a certain group that no longer served your higher purpose. And you went on this journey alone. This is like the Fool card in a sense, because this rat is discovering what's new out there, what kind of food is out there, also what the resources are with the plant life. You could have earth in your chart as well. So this is speaking of going towards your purpose, working on where that is. Where does your human spirit most want to be utilized in the universe? For me, every day reading for 20 to 30 minutes on this channel, just to relate it to something, is quite healing and powerful for the entire Libra collective here. It started 2 years ago, and this was a really small channel. It started with 17 subscribers. So I feel like that journey alone was going hand in hand with the awakening that was going on at the time in my life. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of crying, many tears were going on at that time in my life. And I feel like when I went on this journey, you find that you're not as alone as you think. There's people just like you. Sometimes they even share your birthday right here on the channel. So the wood rat, you're going through that forest. It is mysterious. Sometimes it appears as a surprise or there's a gift at the end. You could be awaiting spiritual gifts. You could be coming into your own premonitions. Some of you have these gifts. I keep telling you that you have this within you. And you also have that meter for when people are around you. Assess your environment quite well. And it's done you good. You know, if you've been brought here every day and you feel stronger, like even just physically stronger, you've been brought to a place in your life now where you're being kept safe by spirit, your many guides that you're assigned in your life. That's the wood rat. Okay, so kind of like the Fool energy, and then you have a playful element with water as your other advice. So let's see here. We have, just to make this video a little shorter too, 23, the fire dog. This is what you have to watch out for. This is kind of like the challenge card for today. And we looked at this in terms of your lifestyle. So it's number, and I can't see, excuse me, my glasses are missing today, 23. So So let's go there. Michael Jordan's number too. Michael Jordan's playing number. 23, almost there, my beautiful Libras. Thank you for waiting. And I felt called to do this today. You know, usually it isn't oracle, so let's just check it out together. Fire dog. Redefine those boundaries, or redefine your boundaries. The elements of the fire dog pillar share a common theme, which is consistency. Yang fire never stops giving. Like the sun, it just keeps on shining its light, no matter what the day looks like. The dog you see here has a habit and thrives off routine. There you go. The dog is temporary. His life will soon move forward. His intuition is quick and will lead him in a different direction overall and remove any blockages. So essentially, as awakened or ascended people, we do have blockages on our path, even if we're doing our purpose. It says the card asks you to be consistent and adapt to change. Libras are one of the adapters to change also, and I'll list other signs at the bottom of this video because I've learned of other zodiacs that do that too. They schedule their seasons, they change to harmony with the sun. If you look at Libra's emblem, like the definition of our sign, it's not only scales, justice, harmony is a part of that, and we thrive off of that. We do really well when our environment is doing us good, right? Overall. But this is a card to say establish the boundaries that help you out, not help other people out. It's for you to thrive, okay? You're going to come into a season in 2024 where you're the person who thrives. We're making way for you this season. It's not to be a time to be afraid as well as a Libra. You're supposed to be using your justice for the good of all, okay? The message from heaven is included here. So let's read it for your advice. Just like the light of the sun, the primary symbol of Yang fire, your guides are letting you know that your energy levels have to be up at this time. Managing your boundaries is a big part of that. Rest before you're depleted so you can spring into action on the next day's sunrise. All right. This coming week, I'd say the 15th through the 21st. Prepare for those boundaries to be set between you and other people. It could be even conversational boundaries, relationships that tire you. Have you ever met a person too, my Librianos, where you meet them and they kind of drain you of your energy? You're almost feeling depleted after you talk to your mother-in-law. Oh, no, I'm joking. It's a joke. Or you're depleted after you speak to a specific person, perhaps your boss, perhaps someone in the family you kind of stay away from. So it's like that. It's like an energy recharge for yourself. Create boundaries that help you succeed. Okay, and that's January. It's really like cubbying your space in a specific direction to help you out. We have the last one here, and why is this book, it's so thick. I can feel it like not even bending backward. Your overall message that ties it all. The fourth card is the metal sheep, and I'll have you take a second to look at it. It looks here that there is going to be some type of thriving off that water, or there's some contemplation. The water could give this sheep life. It's the most exciting part of the sheep's day type of thing. So let's see where you're getting that from. The metal sheep is 8. 8s could be significant in your story. Infinity or repetition could have happened in your love story. Let's see what 8 is also. And it's the year of 8. It's the personal year of 8 in 2024. It says foresight and careful planning. The metal sheep is here as the yin earth sign associated with Mother Earth. The sheep helps us reach our goals through our persistence, slow and steady, and the sheep's earth element enhances the metal sharp intelligence. This card is a message from the divine to be meticulous with your planning and be strategic at this time. Consider all forms of action. One more time. Consider all forms of action that you could propose or do. Know that you already possess the most powerful tool in your mind. Your free space is the baggage of letting go of worries, expectations, self-imposed limitations, and beliefs. Gather yourself and take stock of your strengths. Take stock of even your weaknesses and the experiences that have led you to this point. The lessons that are learned now will contribute to the growth that's coming. Take your time. You're on the right track. You need to get a clear sign. Let your visions come in before you and until you make the next move. Pay attention to the small details and focus on your long-term vision. Make a vision board. About 5 years from now, your path belongs only to you, unless you invite somebody along. And that's the metal sheep. So I leave you with this first message. We will go right into no communication. We don't waste no time on this channel. We don't dilly-dally. All we do is we show little pieces of sushi. That's about it. So I'll be back in the next video. We're going to do a very big no communication for you. That's the first request, and then we're going to clarify yesterday's bonus. So I'll see you in a bit. There's going to be a lot of videos, so hopefully you don't get sick of me.